3, 2, 1. How y'all doing out there? The YouTube.com Jamestown, California show going on right now. We're watching Laker great moments when the Lakers defeated the Detroit Pistons in Game 7 to repeat when Riles not only chewing the Wrigley's but guaranteed a world championship for the Lakers and delivered that season thanks to great players such as Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, Instinct Green, and Byron Scott. Also bench players providing those roles in minutes filled. And there was some really good basketball talent in the West at the time. Utah with the mailman, Karl Malone was one of the best power forwards at the time with John Stockton. Akeem, a lot of good talent in the West. Also David Robinson serving in the Navy at the time, unable to just come right into the lead. And in the Eastern Conference, the fact that Detroit finally was able to beat Boston when Boston was owning the basketball for decades and decades of just absolute prestige and greatness, where I would have rather seen the Bulls be better than the Celtics before the Pistons. The fact that Isaiah Thomas didn't shake Michael Jordan's hand, any of the Bulls players after being swept, when after the Pistons won a world championship, the Bulls time around in the East, Magic Johnson, right before his retirement, whether you agree or disagree, I think that the Detroit Pistons, because of around this time, Bill Laimbeer, Dennis Rodman, although Dennis Rodman did go to the Bulls, and I don't have anything against Rodman, he does live in the Southland, but I do think the rest of the Detroit Pistons, I just can't stand, like Bill Laimbeer, Vinnie Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, I mean, and then who was that other guy, Adrian Dantley, who couldn't even shoot a free throw, he's trying to pretend, but he was a pretty decent player. Mahorn, I mean, those guys, the Chuck Daly, he was a good coach, but I just couldn't stand the Detroit Pistons, mostly because of Isaiah Thomas and his unsportsmanship, not just since college, but just the way he conducted himself on the floor as a player in the NBA when the Pistons were actually able to beat the Lakers, but after half the team got injured, when David Rivers is sitting there as a point guard out of Notre Dame, Kareem at 75 years old after they pretty much burned his Jazz records. It was real sad at the time the way the Lakers were unable to three-peat more than once, so that is take 7.